if you wanted to criticize Hawley for something, I don't think that his remarks about the pausing the certification so as to verify the specifically only mail-in ballots that were being contested in certain areas in certain states, it would be with the proposal that he has right now. Let me share. DC Examiner first reported. He had tweeted out, this was a couple of days ago. He said the biggest corporations in America can afford to pay their workers $15 an hour. Raise the minimum wage for big business, not small business. So he is putting pressure and momentum behind raising the federal wage only for companies that have revenue in excess of $1 billion. He had said, quote, in a statement, for decades, the wages of everyday working Americans have remained stagnant while monopoly corporations have consolidated industry after industry, securing record profits for CEOs and investment bankers. Mega corporations can afford to pay their workers $15 an hour, and it's long past time they do so, but this should not come at the expense of small businesses already struggling to make it. So there's two ways to look at this. This is a very populist thing because he's a populist. I like a little populism, but like anything, too much of one thing ruins it. Like you put too much salt in it. A little salt's great. Too much salt, too much. It ruins a dish. A little populism is great. Too much populism ruins a dish. This is too much. Here's why I think that. Two ways to look at this. He could either be trying to trap Democrats, and you could look at it that way. You could say, oh, well, this is him trying to make a deal with Democrats, not making a deal with Democrats, but trying to triangulate and giving Democrats the appearance of giving something that they like without it hurting, the businesses, the smaller businesses, the small businesses that are the engine of the economy. I get that. But I think that you can make that argument without having to do a proposition like this. You know what I mean? Because I am very libertarian about this stuff. Very Dagny Taggart from Atlas Shrugs about this stuff. I don't care if it's a big, giant company. I don't think that the government has any right at all to tell private entities what they should and shouldn't pay. At all. When the government gets involved and decides to substitute for your motivation or inclination a rule, then any motivation that you have is eliminated. Companies should, first off, you need to have competition between companies to hire the best people and to retain people. They should be competing with each other, and wages should rise because they're competing to get the best people. That's number one. Number two, this sets a precedent. This is a big government response to a solution that is a private sector responsibility. I don't think that you can say that you're a conservative when you're appealing to the gods of big government to solve an issue. Whenever conservatives or Republicans appeal to the government to solve an issue that the private sector should solve, you're forfeiting some of your conservatism.